Okay, I guess it's rolling. What we're going to do here today, don't pay any attention to the rest of this stuff here, what you're looking at there. Strategy tester. What we're going to do today is we're going to try to dispel the angles, no angles. Or either we're going to cloud the issue, one of the two. Fahrenheit 451, that's the expert advisor, places trades by angles. If you know what Fahrenheit 451 is, you'll understand that joke. Okay, we got it cranked down to 1. First off, let's look at modify expert, so you'll see the expert. Trade, set to false. Periods is 10. If you set it to true, it'll place trades. It will lose money for you as much as you've got to lose, or make money. You never know. Periods is set to 10. That's the moving average. Shift 5 and 15. That's the points 5 bars back, and 15 bars back that we're wanting to measure. You'll see more about that in a second. 30 and 40 is the second angle that we're wanting to measure. Now, let's see here. Edit, find. Everybody has their own view on it. Let's see, Math Arc10. Let's see if some people say use Math Arc10. I'm not using Math Arc10. It's not there. It's not in the thing. It would have found it if it was. Pixels. Let's see, how the heck you spell pixels? I guess that's right. I'm not using pixels, so I don't know how to spell it anyway. Let's see, window price max. W-I-N-D. Window price max. It ain't in there. Window price min. I'm not using that. Not there. I'm using Pythagorean theorem, or however the heck you say it. That's it. And there's no window price max, no pixels, no any of that other stuff. Here it is. Places trades. Does the angles. It does the triangles. It's a basic 2-minute EA. Let's get to it here. Okay. Is that everything I wanted to show you? Okay. So, here we go. Like I said, don't worry about none of that. I'm in a live account. That's just expert advisors. It's not important. Okay, start. Let me crank it down to 1. Here, let me do this real fast. Insert, let's see here, trend by angle. I'm going to go real fast on this. You see that says 334? Or, whoops, 334? If you added 334 to whatever that number was right over here, I think it was 24 or something like that, whatever it was, it's going to add up to 360. Let me show you how, or darn close, let me show you how Ross and them figure insert angles. And those guys are kind of smart. If you put that angle right there, that's 0. That's a flat line. It's 0. If we go up 90 degrees, not that hard to see, 90 degrees. 104 keeps on falling. 160, 170, 180 goes on down. 270, just like it should be, gets on over here. This will be the only spot we need to talk about. 334, 40, 50, all the way up to 60, and we're at 0 again. This is what we need to talk about. Ross and them, Stringo, they figured angles from 0 to 360. It's hard for me to think of 322. It's easy to think of minus 40. See the minus 40 there? That was just a coincidence. It's easy for me to think of minus 40. So I rather, even though they're correct in their math, I rather change it to a minus 10 versus 360. That's why you will see a minus 37 degrees right here. This line right here, let me get rid of that trend by angle. That line right there is 34.3 degrees right now. That's what we're going to be measuring. That's what's going to be placing the trades. When that line hits a minus 50, we will buy. When it hits a plus 50, we will sell. I just used 50 as an arbitrary figure. You can use anything you want. You can back test it. I used 5 and 15 is my length, you can use 2 and 10. You can back test that just like anything else. You can change it all up. The second one back here is for reference only, just so you can see that you can do 2. I could have this one placing trades and that one placing trades. I could have 4 of them placing trades. It doesn't make any difference. On this one chart, I could calculate every single angle on every single MA, on every single pair, on every single time frame at the same time. Now, it'd be a whole heck of a lot of calculating, but you could do it. It's just math. In this particular, we're just going to be talking about the Euro USD in this time. It could also be placing trades on every single chart pair from this one chart, strictly by angles. It's going to calculate our wins. It's going to calculate our losses. It's going to calculate the angle. It's not going to move these triangles because for clarity, I could make it move them, but that's just there just for first view. When the angle turns positive, the line will turn blue. That's just visual. Oh, there we go. Talk about timing. Look, 1.89. That's 1 degree, about 2 degrees. When it turns negative, it's going to be red. That's just visual. Let me put the moving average on there. I got to work fast. Moving average. And if I talk like some Deep South redneck hayseed, it's because I'm a Deep South redneck hayseed. All right. No trades yet. Let's see, what else I want to tell you. Okay, got that, I guess. Okay, let's crank this joker on up a little bit and see if it. I don't know how fast it's going to place trades, but it's got to get to 50. 29, 32, 33, 37. If you wanted to change the angle to 40, it would have placed a trade. It would have bought right there. That's, like I said, that's back testable. You could change it to whatever you want. A minus 40, it would have bought. And if it gets up to positive 40, it would have sold up here. That's 43, see, it would have sold it up there someplace. This is just going to follow. This is the angle. This is, remember, we were 5 and 15. It's 5 bars back. I have no idea of what the prime bars back or anything like that. You'd have to think about it more than I gave it thought. I can tell you that right now. All I did was just code it. Okay, it's just going to be like a little train. I think I can get to 50, or it won't get to 50, whichever one. Don't look like it's going to get to 50. We might go hungry with this one. Now, if I change this distance, if I shorten this distance, well, of course, I'm shortening the, whatever you call that, the hypotenuse. I'm shortening that distance. I guess that's the hypotenuse. I'm shortening that, so it's going to steep. Whoop, there we go. We had a couple buys and we sold. It's going to shorten that length, so it's going to increase the angles. The angle will be steeper faster, so it'll be more trades. You might want 2 and 8, or might want 5 and 20. I don't know. You'd have to kind of give it more thought than I gave it. Looks like 50 might have been a little too steep. I knew 50 was going to be steep, but I didn't know. I figured it'd be more trades. Ain't got time to be sitting around here piddling around waiting on trades. I tell you what, let's do. Let's stop it. We need more action. 10. This is going to get crazy here. Okay, let's see here. We're going to leave the periods the same. 5, 10. All I'm doing is shortening the, well, you can't see it because it deleted it. All I'm doing is shortening the length, so you can see. This is just so you can see. We ain't trying to set the world on fire. Okay, start. Had you go. I guess we are trying to set the world on fire. It's buying already, or selling. What is it doing? Buying, yeah. Okay, let me speed it up some. Okay, 49. As long as it's not, it didn't place a trade on here because the angle is 41. It placed it back there when there was a minus 50. It's only going to place it, and you can see how much shorter this is. I didn't change the length on that one. We must have got down to something again, probably right there. I didn't change the length on this one, just this one. Okay, we're at 387. Got to put the pedal to the metal here. 16. When that angle gets a minus 50, minus 12, and like I said, I'm not going to be that far off. I might be a degree off or something like that. It's not going to be that far off. Ross and them are better at math than me. There's no doubt there. We might get it. We might get it here. That looks like. Oh, you know what? I only had a moving average on there. Ah, darn, it did make it. Okay, you can see we're way shorter on our moving average. That's why those angles. That's why it's placing more trades right now. It's easier to make that needed 50 minus 50. Let's go a little faster here because I realize y'all are downloading. Okay, 50. And another thing I forgot to tell you, I've got it coded to place one trade at a time. So if there's an open trade, that's why it was 50 a bunch there. But it only had one trade. It's only going to do one at a time. 50 it bought. We're up to 6 wins. But when they close, it will place another. Now you could code it, and it would be better to code it each bar that's over 50 or whatever it is. Let it place another trade rather than say one trade. If it placed multiple trades, sometimes you can bulk the pips because you could see we are not maximizing these the length of the trade. We're not maximizing at all. I mean, we're closing darn quick where we should have had a trailing stop or something else to let it get on up a little higher. See, we're burning through some trades where if you'd have held on to that one a little bit longer and just added and added and added, add only when this one is profitable. You could keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, and put you on, say, a trailing total pips instead of a trailing stop loss. Have a trailing total pips, and when the total pips fell back, then close them all. You can see 27, 86. It's not going to buy. We don't have any open trades right now. It's not going to buy until it gets to 50. That's what I do. Let's get it a little faster. 3, 6. Come on. It might make it. That looks pretty steep there. It might make it. I don't know. Looks like it's going to die on us. Nope. That's good. Oh, that's going to make it there, I bet. Come on. Shows you what I know, huh? 32, 40. Looks kind of good there. 49, 50. There we go. We sell at 50. Win 17. 19. But anyway, you get the idea. 20, 34. It's not gonna. It's gonna one trade per thing. If we would have let it go, we could have kept adding these. We could have had bolt them all together. It was not making a trade on every bar that was over 50. It was making a trade, and then when that trade closed, it made another one if the next bar was over 50. That's not the prime way to do it, but this is just more a visual thing. You can see 20 wins in a row. We had to change, didn't we? Yeah, we had to change the readings. It was 15 to start with. I just use these numbers. You could use anything. Maybe you want a 20 moving average. Maybe you want this right here to be 2. Maybe you want that right there to be 6. You back test it, you see what it is. It's just to give you an idea. There are angles on the chart. One more time. If we wanted to say measure that angle right there, there it is. Of course, you don't see the angle here because we've stopped the Expert Advisor from running. Let's see here. Insert lines, trend by angle. Right there it is. Ross says that is 16.4 degrees, and I bet you if you took a protractor, 16.9, I bet you that's 16.9 degrees. Right there is 90 degrees. There are angles in the chart. If you can't see them, well, what can I say? Okay, I think we're done. I'm done anyway. How you turn this thing off? It's supposed to be a stop button somewhere. Huh. I don't see the stop button. Oh, there it is.